great album review episode of Horsin Around. I am your host, as always, Nick Mercadante, and with me today I have three lovely guests, if you would like to introduce yourselves.
I'm Kobe.
I'm Mark. I'm the token black friend. Y'all seen me before if you're avid watchers of Horsin Around.
You haven't been on an episode.
I have.
When?
I have a long time ago. The first time I saw Pat.
Oh, shit.
We talked about, what's it called? The 007 movies.
Oh.
We talked about, what's his name? Always doing his own stunts and getting, getting his shirt hurt.
Yeah, fucking what's his name? The church guy. Fucking Scientology.
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, yeah. And finally...
Oh, yeah, I'm Dylan. I'm the very tired Kanye stan in the room who's pretending to be Santana today, I guess.
Yeah, you got the flannel and everything.
Yeah.
Your review ready.
I'm
so, as I dropped in the Discord, we are doing a little review of a certain album that just came out called DONDA. I don't know how else we should start this, so I guess I'll just say, like, what are you guys'
Man, a good way to start it is just going Donda.
I don't know who was telling me. Somebody said that apparently Kanye was doing a Donda for every, or like wrote a Donda for every time she did something important in his life.
I thought it was just the amount of time his Donda was said is the age of his mom.
I thought you were going to say, like, Morse code or something. I was ready to believe it.
Help me in Morse code.
What I heard was that, and also lining it up with his mother's dying heartbeat.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the combination that I
That would
heard.
be some Kanye shit. You know? That sounds fucking insane enough to possibly be true. But, yeah, what were you guys, like, initial overall thoughts of the album, I guess?
Like, initially?
Yeah, like on your first listen through.
So I don't know. Were y'all like listening to the listening parties at all?
No, I was kind of trying to avoid them. I was like, oh, let me just hear the finished product. But now I kind of wish I did because I want to know how some of the songs evolve from how it is.
It was interesting.
Yeah, really.
I had a lot of fun. It was interesting. It was a lot of fun, but also like. That first cut of Donda.
Yeah, was it really as bad as people were like?
It's pretty rough.
It was like made that week, wasn't it?
It was
like literally.
Like it wasn't bad, right?
Yeah,
but like it's like, I don't know. Like if you're like a chess grandmaster and you're drunk, right? You still can play pretty well.
Okay, yeah.
Off of just knowing what to do since you've done it for so long. But like the album was rough.
How many live events were there before?
So there were
three total.
First one was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was pretty good. The third one was pretty good as well. I liked all three.
The third one, he burned down the house.
Yeah.
That one was the whole like.
Was that
he like built his childhood home and was that Ben Stadium at the end or was that a different stadium?
He was in Chicago. He was in Chicago. He was in Chicago.
Is that where Mercedes-Benz is?
He was Mercedes-Benz for the first one. Was in Atlanta for the second one.
The second one's where he ascended.
Oh,
right?
The third one is also where he ascended. He did it cooler in the third one.
Soldier Field? Third one Soldier Field? Yeah, third one Soldier Field.
Then the third one was where he introduced the fucking glob. The
What a
glob.
dumpy stand. I can't believe Kanye's a dumpy
The absolute madman. And then you cut out what? Soldier Boy?
Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
That
oh my
verse
god.
is fucking garbage.
It's really whatever. I mean that.
It's silly, but I just think it's funny
Remote
that he...
Control, right?
Yeah.
That song's garbage. Remote Control is bad.
Fuck off.
It's like fucking like it's like 808s again. It's like hey, well, you know, I mean I do like RoboCop. I do like that song.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm in the future.
I mean like it's...
everything's so weird. I'm a Kanye West and I'm a boomer now.
It was on Remote Control. The whole song was just Remote Control.
I guess we should go back to the initials. What was everyone's initial thought?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So what I was trying to say was that I really enjoyed the first, second, and third listening part. The first one was just a thing to behold. But when the album came out, I listened to it, and that album, I really enjoyed it on the first listen.
No.
Maybe it was because I was introduced to the songs as
they were
went.
being sort of developed. Like you saw them evolve.
Like, I don't know how many fucking versions of Hurricane I got. but I got a lot of versions of Hurricane.
Really?
And this one I really enjoy.
Did they have like the chorus behind The Weeknd in the early cuts, or was that
the first one? The first one didn't have The Weeknd, and then the second one had The Weeknd no chorus. Third one had The Weeknd plus chorus.
Oh.
And I heard, and it was like a lot of people like, "Fuck, this song is good, but like the put the chorus right there. Like it's just right there. You just gotta move the shit over here and it will work." And yeah, it was. I really liked it on first listen.
Yeah, I think on first listen, I was starting out, obviously Donda Chant is just Donda Chant, and then Jail, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I can fuck with this, and for some reason, God Breathed and Off the Grid, for some reason the hooks on, or the refrains on those really just irritated me, and I did not fuck with them. But then from that point onward, I liked every song after that point. Like, I think I was just entering some fucking groove state, and then I enjoyed the rest of it, so I had a pretty good first listening experience as well, I'd say.
Yeah, Fresh, didn't listen to any of the listening parties, so it starting with the Donda Chant was like, alright, this tells me nothing. And yeah, Joe was like an interesting start. I remember listening to it and immediately being like, we're gonna get like 8 months of remasters like we did for T-Wop, aren't we? Oh, I don't even know. Maybe Kanye just won't even bother. I feel like if I were Kanye, I would just be done with this because like I already was definitely getting like prodded in the ass by media execs to fucking release the album, right?
Yeah.
It's like I feel like if I were Kanye, I'd probably be like, I'm done with this shit. I'm sick of it. It's out there. Fuck you.
He's like, I gotta go figure out how to get Kim back. Leave me alone.
I gotta fix wolves.
I gave you
my marriage. My marriage. Asterisk.
I gave you guys the stems. Go do with whatever y'all fucking want. I gave you this little $200 player.
He's like he calls up fucking Toasty on the phone. Hey,
God,
could you
please
finish this?
Donda
I'll leave it. You go out.
Yeah, I want to talk about Toasty in a bit, but
Jail was like when I was like, okay, I can fuck with this. I do like the production, except it's not like mastered yet. It definitely sounded harsh, and I felt that a bunch of different points on the albums, like on the album, like some of the songs it didn't really matter too much.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I also kind of felt the same way about Off the Grid. Like it was like
off the grid.
It's like you're doing that thing again, Kanye, where you're like trying to. First impression was like, Kanye, you're doing a lot of copying, I feel like. There's a lot of not Kanye, I feel like. But a lot of Kanye not being Kanye, at least not the way I felt.
See, for me, though, going into this album, the only song I heard was Hurricane, because Mark showed me an early cut of Hurricane. But going
damn good. I had to share it.
Token black folk and Weeknd stan.
Any song that has The Weeknd on it and anyone else is The Weeknd song, and I love it so much.
Fair enough.
So the funny thing is, like, going into this album, Donda Chant, as we said, I think the first half was very strong. The back half of the album, I thought, had a good bit of filler until going around to like the part, once you hit part 2s, that's when it like kicks back up and it's like a great finale in my opinion. However, where I disagree with Dylan, I think this is the most Kanye-ass album that he's released in a while.
Interesting. I was gonna say I would just like thinking about the part 2s, like it just feels like Kanye couldn't decide on which version of the song he wanted to put out, so he just put out both of them,
and
like with the different features.
All the part 1s, part 2s are fantastic.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh my god!
I don't
the baby's verse. Holy shit, that shit's so good.
But why does the baby have to be singing it?
It's like, okay, so that was the other thing. Like,
the baby's verse has to be sung by the baby.
Okay,
That's
I know,
the quintessential point of the verse.
Why does the baby and Marilyn Manson have to be on this album?
Yeah, it was
like
Marilyn Manson maybe doesn't have to be on
so
the
like
album.
so I still say by like it felt like Kanye being not very Kanye, but there's no way that this album could have been made by anyone other than Kanye. This is like definitely a Kanye album.
Mm-hmm.
It was from all the like the just the rush production, the messy editing, extra shit that he couldn't figure out what to do with, and having Marilyn Manson and Baby on at the last minute and be like, yes, this is right. This
One of
is
the
what
things I
need.
said immediately after the album was like, wow, I just had a religious experience. Like, listening
Yeah,
to
I was being forced through Sunday school again. And I had, like, it wasn't Jesus is King, but like...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, this is the religious vibe that I feel like Jesus is King was absolutely trying to push very hard, but I think it does it better than Jesus and King did.
I
Jesus
think
King is trash.
No, I think the Kanye was like very clear that he wanted Jesus King to be mostly gospel.
Yeah, and I just don't.
And he did that.
Yeah, he did it. I don't
This
know
is just
how
a
well
better.
he did it.
This is just way
Right.
better than doing it gospel.
Exactly.
At least his
I
idea.
enjoy the split between the first part of the album and the second part of the album. Like the first part that I think it's like once it hits 24, it goes into a completely different type of album.
Yeah.
If we're counting the part twos as supposing to be like kind of in those like in the slots of where they're supposed to be.
Okay. I
listen to like from 24 on, I listen to as a completely separate part, and it's just like it's so fucking cool. I really like the choir. I really like the choir and kind of like the like real like heavenly feeling of the back half of the album, and I really enjoy like the hype ass parts of the first part of the album. And so I feel like it's really cool that you can kind of just get two kinds of albums from this. Like you could take the first part and you could just cut it out, and you could just listen to that first.
They
part.
could have done like
or you could cut the second part out and just listen to that.
Yeah, they could have done like a disc 1, disc 2 type deal.
It would be an
like,
A-side, B-side.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, it doesn't really have any point to that. You don't have any
24,
point.
didn't you?
I'm saying like you don't have any point to do that in like digital. Like,
Oh, yeah.
digitally, there's no difference.
But they
between
do it on
Do
Spotify
you listen
sometimes.
to Taboo, like the Curry album?
Yeah,
It's got
I mean,
like
that was,
3
like-
different sections. Which, to be fair, those sections aren't really.
They're,
Like,
they're not separate.
No, they're really not. I don't know why he did it, but like you can do it if you want to.
You can do. I know you can do it, but is there really like any point?
I mean,
I mean,
like...
you can make like a distinction, like you're saying, like if it's two types of vibes almost.
I felt like but music to be murdered by, like having an A-side and B-side for that album, I thought was good because it was 2 different vibes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
going for.
I was gonna say like the latest DJ Shadow album, like the first and second sides of that album were very different.
Okay.
That like the first one has basically like no rapping on it.
Yeah.
And the second side is like it feels like Witty for Beast.
One thing I wanted to mention was just like, so I said on my first listen, God Breathed and Off the Grid were both sort of grating on me, but like on repeated listens, I have then warmed up on them. I've flipped around on
Off
them.
the Grid has a fantastic
Playboy
Kanye version.
Cardi
Oh, yeah. Like-
made that shit. Bang! First time, you can't tell me the first time you heard "We Have to Agree," and you're like, "Oh my god, this is Playboy Cardi."
No, like
No, that was the shit that was
Playboy
like.
Cardi was supposed to sing the hooks each time. I don't know, like
So
Kanye shouldn't have been singing. I
good.
just wanted Cardi doing that. That's Cardi's thing. It was right. And then like, yeah, that's why it's like, yeah, the Kanye doing that bit was like, yeah, I felt the same. Except, yeah, the Kanye version is so good that I can't not listen to it. It's great.
It's so good.
It kind of almost carries it for me.
Basic Kanye, yeah. Oh yeah, what was
It's
it?
like the best Kanye verse I've heard since like at least Life of Pablo, and I would have to go somewhere into Life of Pablo to find a verse that like
That was not just strictly better.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely not. It's definitely. I fucking like. What's it? No More Parties in LA verse is still really just good.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but then like on the back half, I started to fall off on some of the songs I previously liked. So like Keep My Spirit Alive, Tell the Vision, and Lord I Need You.
Nobody likes Television.
Television.
Yeah.
That's the one with? Is that the one with Jay?
That's the Pop Smoke. No, that's just
Oh,
the
it's
Pop
the
Smoke.
yeah, it's the Pop Smoke one where he's just kind of. Just Pop Smoke track.
Yeah,
Pop Smoke track. I don't
let
care.
me look at this.
Whichever one's the Jay. As soon as I hear Jay Leck on, which song is he on?
What song?
Jay Electronica's on.
You know, it'd be great if he actually listed who he featured on the tracks.
Nope.
That'd be nice.
I want it. Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why is that a thing?
I want to just
Can
hear
you
the
explain
vibe.
to me why that's a thing? Why he can't just fucking put the names of the people that he's featuring?
I like it. It's like It's like when like Vince Staples on what song was that? Was that Big Fish?
With the Kendrick?
Yeah.
That was
he
sick
just
because you didn't
dropped-
expect it.
He just
That
dropped
was
a
so
song and there's
good.
no. I like it. Like you don't.
I
Like,
love that album too.
I don't know.
Big
Like
Fish is one of my
Donda kind of feels cool when you don't like pick it apart and it's like I want to hear this song. I want to hear this song.
Well,
I like.
yeah, but I want to know because I am not as well versed in the like hip hop scene as you guys are. So like I would like to know some of these names that are on these.
That
tracks.
information is out there, but for like it's Kanye's vision. It's what he wants.
And also
to
like
see.
right now some of it's still wrong because like people were like assuming that it was Ariana Grande on one of the songs and then it wasn't, right?
No, it's not.
It's somebody else was doing a feature on one of those tracks, but obviously fucking nobody could figure it out when it first dropped.
I mean, Def Jam released like the official track list with the features if you really
Okay.
wanted to see it.
All right, I'll have to check them later then.
I
but-
think if you say that you don't like Come to Life, I think a billion will come out of the ground and like actually kill you.
No, come to life
That
is
song,
good.
that song was awesome, but holy shit. I didn't expect, like, the first time I heard it, I was like, and then I went back. But I don't think I was listening to that song the way I was supposed to listen to that song because I was waiting for it to hit Jail Part 2 because I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
And so I missed
You were
that song. in
waiting for
particular.
something else.
I really liked it, though, whenever I got to hear it.
Oh, because I think Jay Electronica. He was on Jesus Lord, and as soon as I heard him, I was like, "Wait, is this who?" I needed to make sure who it was.
Yeah,
because
no.
I just needed to know if I had to get ready for Jay Elec's cart. You know,
I know
you know. Listen.
Just going crazy, going stupid.
Y'all can stick with Dr. Fauci. I'm going with Dr. Anthony.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That
boy.
man.
I was just like, I was not ready. I just need to be ready for. I need to be like sitting down. I need some water. I'm gonna hear some verses about like Louis Farrakhan and the fucking Nation of Islam. If I was like,
I love whenever I hear Jay Electronica. It kind of feels like I'm listening to like I grew up with like a black family. It's like hearing that like one weird uncle where he was definitely into some weird shit. he was like
Was he a 5%er?
He was definitely a Freemason, and you're like trying to get him to explain what the fuck that shit means, and he's just like, nah, you gotta open up your inner third eye shit. Every time I hear a Jay Elect verse, I just think of that shit, and like you kind of just gotta listen to it. You appreciate it when he doesn't say any anti-vax lines, and you just
Any anti-vax, any anti-Semitic lines.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, that
Good lord.
Free the cannon.
Jay-Z, what the fuck you doing, Jay-Z?
It's like,
You
shut-
need to shut up.
Shut up.
Get away.
What did Jay-Z
Get
do?
away from Jay Elect.
Oh no.
Speaking of Hove, I didn't care about his verse. that
His
much.
verse sucked.
I was like, oh yeah.
In which song?
He's like
Made in the image of God. That's a selfie.
Oh yes,
Is
okay.
Jay-Z Jesus Lord Part 1?
No, it's Jail. The first,
Oh,
the
yeah,
first version
he's
of
in
Jail.
jail.
That's
really.
I'm surprised he fucking did
That's
that line
like-
about the red cap with
That's
Kanye.
okay. That was the other
Like,
thing. There's like, I was like really into Jail and I heard the whole verse, and I was like, I don't want to listen to this every time I want to listen to the song.
And then you hear the baby verse.
Yeah,
Like, alright.
the baby Marilyn Manson verse. Am I really winning?
So Marilyn Manson doesn't even have a verse. He just screams, "We are liars" in the background.
oh, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh no, I like that part.
The baby verse. Okay, I'm like kind of whatever. It's just like so
The baby
dumb.
verse is so good.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good verse.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jay-Z,
shit.
I think it's funny that he also is on Certified Boy Lover.
Oh yeah. You know, if we want to, before we dip into that, I think.
I wasn't gonna talk. I was gonna say that on Murky's podcast.
I was.
I was gonna
Fine.
leave.
We
Like
said
I said
I was
earlier,
gonna leave
you're
Certified Boy Lover
disrespecting
alone.
Millie Bobby Brown like that. That is really, really
Stop.
disgusting.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you see what I put in music?
What
The Millie Bobby Brown the Millie Bobby Brown picture. You can add this in, right?
Yeah, I can drop it in the Horsin around
You
chat.
got-
It's an edit, right, of like a lyric
Yeah,
from one
it
of his
was.
songs.
So the song, the verse goes, "Baby, that pussy was so worth the wait," and it's a picture of Drake with
Standing with Millie Bobby Brown at a fucking press junket.
Here.
Oh god,
Oh god.
so bad.
But back to Donda, how did you guys feel about it being clean?
It was weird. No, because it was
Yeah.
like I was ready after Jesus is King to just keep getting, clean, godly Kanye verses.
Yeah.
I was like ready for that, but then I realized he was censoring himself in tracks.
Yeah.
Like he was still swearing. He was just like,
Well, and you said
can't do it.
the live events were explicit.
There
right?
were some verses on there that were explicit. I didn't notice that the album was not explicit until
River.
what song was that?
River pointed it out to me. He's like, I think it's clean. I'm like,
I think Jesus Lord is what I noticed because they were saying the N word and then it was getting like silence. So I was like, what? Okay.
It was late. I don't remember what track it was, but it was late when I realized that they didn't.
So was Jesus? I really don't remember that much of Jesus is King. Was it just completely written clean? Like
there's no like censoring.
Yeah.
Okay. So
even the features are not like censored. They just
don't
have.
have.
They have clean.
Yeah. So that just makes me like what you guys were saying is like. He didn't know until he was just like, fuck it, I'm just censoring it. This is where my mind's at right now.
The whole thing where he posted that Universal released the album without his consent.
Yeah, that was some weird shit. And then he was saying that Jail Part 2 wasn't on some sites?
No, because like I did, when I opened Spotify, like that morning, within the first hour, it was grayed out. You couldn't listen to it.
Okay.
So what had happened was, apparently they tried to get clearance from the baby's manager, get back to them in time for them to be able to like when they released the album, the baby's manager.
So
the verse wasn't cleared and it just pushed it without that being.
So then they needed to take it down before clearance came back, and then when it came back, he put it up. I see.
So that's how that happened. I really. Did you guys like Moon, right?
Yes, I think that I was going to get to, if we were going to try and go touch on Drake's stuff, I was going to move to favorite song from the album, and I think it's up there. If it isn't the one, it's very up there for me.
Let me look through the track list real quick.
I know.
There's a lot to look through. That's the
I have like
like
it's so hard because I have like 4 that are tied basically. Where
What are the 4?
Off the Grid, Hurricane, Jail Part 2, and Jesus Lord Part 2.
I got Jail Part 2, Okay, Hurricane, and those 3 are all together. And then like I have like No Child Left Behind like right underneath that.
Yeah.
The first time I heard No Child Left Behind on that that Nike snippet, I was like, oh my fucking god, I want to hear the rest of that song. And maybe that's the reason why I like that song so much, but like that, I got teased with it and I was like, get it.
Yeah,
Give me that.
I think on first listen through, it was Moon and Heaven and Hell back to back, like were just like hitting it for me. And then listening to it again, like The Weeknd just fucking went so goddamn hard. And you mentioned Toasty Digital earlier. I kind of am more looking forward to him taking the Weeknd parts of Hurricane and putting them with other parts.
He does have one track already with some Donda mixes.
Ooh.
I'm subscribed to his Patreon, so I get like the early access to his stuff, and I did hear. It's pretty cool. I like
Toasty Digital, for anybody that doesn't know, is just he does like mashups and remixes of Kanye songs and some Kendrick stuff, right?
the number 1 cease and desist maker.
Yeah. I saw that his album was actually like on Spotify. It's just they're all grayed out because they all got fucking taken down.
He's also planning on doing, I think, something with. I would
fuck
you
with
don't,
that.
you don't like Frank Ocean, right? Don't you like? You don't like Frank Ocean.
I do like Frank Ocean. I've changed on him pretty well recently. I really don't enjoy. I thought like a lot of his songs, a lot of his albums were kind of spotty in terms of like listening straight through. But I've like kind of learned to enjoy it. I don't know why there was like a block there where I was just like, I don't like some of these songs.
I mean, Frank Ocean's like kind of got that lo-fi like sad rap kind of vibe to it, doesn't it? So it's like maybe you kind of have to be in that.
He was
that
just
mind
a little.
space.
I don't know. Like sometimes it just felt like Frank Ocean was a little corny on some of this shit.
Gotcha.
And maybe it's just me being mad at the fact that he's always just like he's always gone. Like, where the fuck is Frank Ocean?
He's got this like constant cult of personality, and when you listen to it, it's not always easy to understand why. And it's like, oh, maybe I get it. Maybe just a lot of people are sad. Maybe a lot of people are sad. They like someone who's like kind of mysterious, I guess.
Yeah, it's got that vagueness to him. So,
Man, if I would have gotten to him when I was sad boy, when I was
Sad boy.
when I was like sad boy from like 2014 to 2015, The Weeknd was fucking there.
Oh my god.
That was where
that was your sad boy songs.
I kind of wish I got into Frank Ocean during that time because The Weeknd shit is toxic.
That's not like good. That's not healthy. It's like, yeah, I was 24 about time, and I was
That's
like,
harmful. This
cocaine
nigga said,
shit is really.
He said, if I OD, I want you to OD with me.
And it's like, I felt that. It's like, don't feel that. No, wait.
Please stop.
That's why.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm not sad boy, I gotta connect.
Now you can be happy about being womanizing.
Yeah, like I gotta hear it and be like, all right, let's not listen to too much like early Weekend today. I'm trying not to like restart some shit.
Just wake it back up.
Just text my girlfriend to break up just to feel
something.
Jesus Christ.
That's 5 years down the drain for a Weekend verse where he just.
That's 5 years. That's a questionable bias from your dealer.
Oh man.
Hey man, let me get some cocaine.
Some of that.
So what were your top picks from the album?
I felt kind of. What you're saying about the last half of the album? I just like I'm not against the and I do really like Moon, like the slower kind of ballady song.
Yeah.
I want to be into them, but I feel like they don't.
They don't hit.
They don't. Like.
Moon's not long enough.
Yeah, it should be longer. That's the one thing
I feel
wish
like
about
they're not
it.
fleshed out. Like they don't feel finished.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a lot of album. It doesn't feel finished. But like songs that I like stick with. Oh, so the other thing about the back half of the album, which makes me like reticent, the reason I'm not eager to pick a few songs is because I remembered that I didn't listen to a lot of like the last 6 songs or so. But I was listening to the back half of the album. I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting into this. It's kind of choppy.
So you're saying like Come to Life, No Child Left Behind.
So we get to New Again actually. New Again.
That's way more than 6
no,
songs.
It's more than 6 songs.
Not
no,
heard.
I know. No, but I went ahead and listened to them just to make sure. But like New Again came around and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with production. It's super glittery. I love these chords. It's like I'm into it. Fucking Chris Brown. And I just put the phone down and I left. I was like, I can't do this again, Kanye.
Yeah.
I have to stop listening to Waves, and that's a good song.
Yeah.
And I just put the phone down, and I was like, and then I just kind of kept listening to. The songs I kept listening to were Jail, bits of Jail, and Off the Grid, just because that verse is so good.
Jail or Jail 2?
Moon.
Did you listen to Jail?
I didn't know. I listened to Jail 2 like very late, like today basically.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and Moon was I did really like Moon and Off the Grid were the ones that stuck. And there's one song. So I'm straying away from my favorite songs because like I'm not really. I think it was. Is it Believe What I Say, the 8-minute one? No. Believe What I Say. I kind of like. I actually really like because I love the Lauryn Hill feature. I think Lauryn Hill feature is really good.
He chopped that up real nice.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill was good. And then. What was it at the end? Yeah, the Buju Banton kind of like is kind of cool. It's a little rough, but like I'm kind of
interesting. I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It
I'm
kind of
fucking with
I
it.
love the Lauryn Hill track. Like it's one of my ones that sticks with me. What's the one? I think it's to keep my spirit alive. It's the 8-minute track. That's just what?
It's Jesus Lord is 8 minutes.
Is that? It's just a worse version of Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. That's literally it.
Oh.
I'm serious. That's what it felt like.
Interesting. Yeah.
I respectfully disagree.
it was
It's all right. That's what we're here for. I mean,
Yeah.
What about you, Murphy?
My top tracks had Moon, Heaven, and Hell. Did any of you guys like Heaven and Hell? Am I like alone in that?
My brain cannot remember for the life of me what Heaven and Hell sounds like.
Heaven and Hell is the one that ends with the almost Yeezus-esque, like, screaming from Kanye at the end of it.
Give me like a microsecond.
Oh, it's the one. It's the like. No more promos, no more photos. Like we all
Yeah.
Bezos, we get payroll.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I think
I like how the choir comes in like a fucking truck on that one.
it was just like confusing. Like what? Why are you talking about Beirut and Lebanon? Like this track doesn't say anything. Like you're just saying words. You're just kind of
Yeah,
like.
but sometimes the words sound good.
Yeah, but
like to
I'm
hear 'em.
listening to Kanye, not the
words
fucking
give a
Blue Man
vibe.
Crew.
Fair enough.
Like it was just like.
I think Heaven and Hell was weak for me.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was like
fair enough.
it was like you're kind of trying to you're kind of flowing, but what are you actually flowing about?
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I did like how it sounded.
Yeah.
I didn't like the track. I liked how.
And I think what you hit on with the whole unfinished thing, like, I'm starting to think about it more, and I think I'm agreeing with you more, where I feel like there could have been more to, like, Moon, and there could have been more to Heaven and Hell, and there could have been more to a good number of these tracks, but...
I think that's just how Kanye is. Like, he was going to release what he wants to release, and
Well, I mean, he didn't want to release.
Yeah, I
he
guess-
didn't want to release.
I mean,
it.
maybe
that's the whole theme.
maybe-
I don't think Kanye wanted to release it this time either.
yeah.
I honestly, me personally, leading up to this, I never thought Donda was going to be released.
Yeah, I thought it...
Yeah,
I was
supposed
like...
to be released in
I thought it could have been another couple months before it actually came out.
I just
Yeah.
think he was going to do a live
You can
event
take
and
it
just
from my cold
can it.
dead hands, Kanye. Fuck you.
Was
I
the-
downloaded this shit like 7 different ways. You can't delete this shit now.
What was the first one that dropped on YouTube for a little while? Which track was
It was
that?
Hurricane, right?
Was it Hurricane?
Hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Hurricane is from fucking Yandi.
Yeah, the on this.
Yandi had some songs.
Gandhi had songs.
New
and-
body? New body?
was really good. Now pour one out.
Nicki
for-
Minaj singing about you ain't fuck Nicki, you fuck Nicole's body? Come on, that's funny as shit.
I want to pour one out for the Law of Attraction and all the other Yandi songs that got fucked up on Jesus is King.
That was
I
another-
love the Law of Attraction.
That was another thing that I found out
Minus
through
the
Toasty Digital.
Grand Theft Auto.
I still got those.
I
still got the Yandi versions of those songs as well.
Nice.
Minus Grand Theft Auto, we in a game, we in a game.
Oh god, I
Like,
forgot about
like,
that
I mean, it's just like a filler. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Real.
finished.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
mean,
wait.
real. What the fuck does that mean? I love how much you can just use the Kobe Bryant thing.
What
to
the fuck does that mean,
Kanye
Kobe
himself.
Bryant?
What the fuck does that mean? Are you a different animal and
The same beast.
I guess the last thing I'd like to ask you guys then is like on the Kanye discography, where in the
Oh, I
list
thought you were gonna
does it
say
go?
rating, like a number for.
Oh, we don't know. I don't.
For
think
me
we-
personally, I
we
think
need to do
Donda's in the middle of the pack.
I think I would agree with that assessment.
It's-
It's not the best. It's
It's-
not the worst. It's got some bangers. It's got some trash.
Let me see.
Jesus King, for me, Jesus King is solidly at the bottom. Jesus King is solidly at the bottom, and
I
not
like
a
that
difference to
album
be
more than
above
you
it.
guys like that album.
Yeah.
I'm just so. I'm tired. I'm a tired Kanye fan. Like you're still ready. You're still hopeful. I'm tired.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm tired
aren't
of
all
all this
Kanye
shit.
fans a little tired of his bullshit?
No, not all of them, and not all the ones on r/Kanye or
Listen.
even the West Sub ever.
No,
Like,
listen, don't lump me in with those fucking weirdos. I'm like those weirdos. I'm not like those weirdos. Like,
it's like I'm just so like I don't know. I'm losing my patience.
Sure.
with Kanye.
Going through, I'm just looking through the album, like all of his albums right now. Like, I agree, Jesus is King's at the way bottom for me. My top is definitely like Graduation's number one for me.
Oh yeah.
Then it would be Life of Pablo,
Mm.
808s and Heartbreak.
Yep.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Then I would put Donda under that for me.
I say wherever Life of Pablo is for me, which is pretty high,
Really?
I put
Damn.
Donda right below it.
Oh,
I
damn.
think Life of
Interesting.
Pablo and Donda kind of hit for me.
I
close
love
to the same.
I love Life of Pablo. I don't like
I don't love Donda.
Now,
Though again, the common theme between fucking Life of Pablo and Donda is fucking Chris Brown. I'm still not over it.
my question is do we think this was his finale, like his last album, like it? Because this is
God, I hope not.
This is
I don't
his-
think this is a.
this
big
is
place.
his longest album. It's a love letter to his mom. Like
I
is-
disagree in that if it's his last album, I'm real happy with this.
Really?
This being
I would be happy if this was his last album because I feel like it's a love letter to what he is making today.
Yeah, I can respect the love letter to his mom and the love letter to the vibe he wants to give off with like the gospel stuff today. I don't know.
But
like you said, it is his longest piece, but I don't know if it needs to be as long
But if
as
you
it
look at
is.
it, the feature list on this album is insane as well. Like he went all out with the feature list.
Yeah.
Like
Which is not, which I don't necessarily, because there's some trash features, like we said. But
Yeah.
Like that needs to be cut.
There's some trash features, but everyone generally hit above their weight.
That 5-0.
That 504 verse.
That was like, I was not expecting it to be that good.
You know
That
who
was
Sean
real
C
good.
is? You know who Sean C is?
Sean C, like CEE?
Yeah, like off
A
like
little bit.
YouTube like reviews.
A little, yeah.
Whenever he said when he heard the 5-0 verse, he was like, oh my god, like. I'm sorry for everything I ever said
I was like- I
about
was like-
you,
I was like,
5-0.
damn.
I'm sorry, I never believed in you.
It was like, I'm sorry. That's how I felt.
The reason I think that this album would be good as his last album, right, is because, well, like, I get it. Like, I enjoy the album. I'm a Kanye stan. It's fine. But the influence that he has on all of these artists who are coming in and just hitting, like, above their weight on a lot of these tracks, and the influence that he had on all these people, getting them all together, combined with, like, how Donda like sounded, everything about the album, everything, all like the controversy around it. I feel like this is like Kobe said earlier, this is the quintessential Kanye album. It's him coming together and showing like, this is what I did for music. And all these people were influenced by Kanye. All these people are like mostly like people who are younger who grew up with Kanye's music, hearing him.
There are so many Kanyes.
They're like the new generation of the sound that Kanye helped like push along. I'd be very happy.
Yeah, the new blood he helped Swastika.
Yeah.
And like, this deserved to be his last album, but I don't think Kanye is happy. I don't think Kanye is happy with it for a lot of the same reasons I'm not happy with it. Like I feel like
we won't.
I feel like
we don't have a hotline to Kanye.
Yeah, I don't have a
but-
hotline to Kanye, and obviously some of the things like I've said it a million times right now.
I don't think you would.
Well, like I've said it a million times like that, like the Chris Brown shit, the Marilyn Manson debate. Like he makes stupid, like impulsive decisions like all the time, and sometimes he has a thing going for it. Like I do remember when I first heard about like the Marilyn Manson shit, like at the listening party for the third one, and that they're gonna be on. What I was thinking was, okay, Kanye's being Kanye again, but maybe the album is going to. I think Fantano ended up saying this in his review, but like if the album was like gonna be about forgiveness or something, I understand what's going on, but that was like not what happened.
Yeah.
And as a whole, I think Kanye has I feel like Kanye went in like with a goal. Like Donda is like a love letter to his mother and a love letter to his career kind of. I agree with that, and like that's a great way to end it. But
yeah, do you guys think
if it was gonna be his last album, I wish that he got fucking 10 listening parties and 10 revisions until he got one.
Well, I mean, that's probably what he was trying to do.
I was
I just think like with that, like the business side of things, there was probably a lot of pressure. Like you keep delaying this thing, like you need to get out or something, and there was that whole thing. And
we need our money.
Yeah. And
we
like
need our
I
listens.
agree with Mark said, like it's the love letter to the music industry, and you do not make a close to 2-hour album and not have it be like, all right, I feel like I am finished.
Yeah.
Like, that man thought he was gonna kill himself after Life of Pablo, and he thought he was gonna kill himself after Life of Pablo, as he said many times before. Life of Pablo is a long ass album. Like, I think he's done. I think he thought he was done then. I think he's done now.
Do you think that, and I think I agree with you guys that he absolutely has earned his rest at this point, but like, because Life of Pablo got some revisions after release, right? Do you think that's gonna happen?
I think
Donda?
there will be a remaster of this.
So I am hoping there will be a remaster, but what I'm thinking is like T-Log was like unmastered and dirty. Like, it made, like, the songs were there completely, the ideas were there, like, they didn't change much.
Yeah.
I think Donda is fundamentally more unfinished, like, not just from a mastering perspective, but from a
I don't know, dog.
What do I want to say?
I heard Life of Pablo when that shit came out. I was only 16, but that shit was rough. That shit was rough. That shit was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Goddamn.
Okay, but like the things he changed about Life of Pablo aren't. I don't remember like.
There's big changes to the album that was made.
I mostly just remember like I remember Wolves being mastered like shit. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, and like, okay, I fixed Wolves, and it sounds better. But I don't think Wolves fundamentally changed. Like, I feel like at least a lot of the core tracks that I remember fondly from Life of Pablo, I don't think they changed much. But yeah, with Donda, I think a lot of them are fundamentally. Like, a lot of those songs needed to be expounded upon. A lot of the shit needed to be cut completely. And I feel like Kanye might just be like, I can't be my last like public contribution. This can't be I don't want this to be how the world.
Like, the way I look at it is, if we get another album, I'll be happy because it's more music. However, if this is his last, I am satisfied with it.
Yeah, I think I would be satisfied with it. I kind of wish there was maybe more, and I think going back to where on the album list I'd put it, I went, for some reason over the past month or so, I just went on a fucking Kanye blitz and just like fucking went through all the albums again recently, and for some reason I just like I felt like the direction on 808s and honestly Yeezus were like really, I don't know, they just felt like distilled to exactly whatever it was that Kanye was going after for those two albums. And like, there are definitely visions for all of the albums, and I think they're all pretty close to each other in like the grand scheme of things. But I just don't know if Donda was as up there as like some of his other projects. Like, even College Dropout was very much like the college experience.
I know you didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 10, what did you think of Donda?
See, that's I feel like, because I did see the Fantano review already, and I
didn't see it yet. I've been waiting.
Without spoiling his number,
I think I heard 7. If I. Yeah.
It was a 7. It was a light 7, I think, but I don't know.
I didn't watch.
I would like say at least 7.5, 8.
I would go 6, honestly.
I'm not ready to put a number down.
Yeah, if I did have to put one out, I'd put out.
Yeah, you gotta listen to the other fucking half.
No, I did, but it's still like, I still don't like Junior. Okay, I think.
Oh, just for I'd give it an 8.5.
Oh, well.
I think that I want to go back to like a future album. Mm-hmm. I think that it would be absolutely phenomenal if instead of just getting a remaster, we just got like a Donda, just like back like in a year, just like another release of Donda, like a fully like cut, changed like as much as he wanted it. Like, now that it's just like a finished version. And I feel like listening to Donda, if I could cut some pieces out, if I like had some ideas for some of the songs, I'd put it above Late Registration. If it was like finished.
Okay.
Wow.
Like, it's there. I do feel a lot of potential in it. So like, I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like a reaching 7. I'm it's maybe actually like a 6.5.
Yeah.
by like content for me, but like there's so much there. There's a lot of great individual tracks ideas and so much potential that I'm like,
Yeah.
I want you to go have a 7.
Yeah, you see it there, but you just don't feel it all the way.
I want Kanye to have a straight year of mental health counseling.
Yeah, yeah,
Straight
that's what
year.
we want.
Wait. No, maybe let him mix the album before the
Oh no! Please don't perpetuate the music.
I'm sorry.
Musicians need to be
I'm
fucked up
sorry.
to make music.
But have you heard a Lil Wayne album in the past?
Okay, but did you hear Ye when he's like, I'm just gonna be bipolar? Guess what? That album wasn't that good either.
I think honestly,
I like
reminded me of
Ye.
I think Ye for me might have been worse than Jesus is King.
I'm like having a little really. Where's the
Ugh,
I think I liked one
cold.
song off of Ye. Like
wow.
I was not feeling it for
Alright.
the other ones. I don't know.
Damn.
Jesus
Yeah.
King felt a little unfinished in a different way. Not in a way that I felt like Kanye was like. I felt like Kanye did what he wanted to do. I just felt like he could have done more.
Jesus King is pretty short as well. It's like 27.
Oh, well, when it comes to Jesus King, I have way more complaints about life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that Baby King is going to be
I did not like
the
Baby
baby,
King
no, like
in
the
Donda.
baby.
I gotta be real with you. I did not like that verse
I
that
think I
Baby
picked
King
you.
delivered.
The Baby King verse on Donda, the first half, sounds exactly like the first, like his part on
The Kendrick feature track?
yeah, Family Ties.
Okay.
Which is 2 songs.
I love it.
I know. Baby King sounds so boring. To me.
I don't understand. I get it. I get it, but I don't understand.
It's not gonna change.
I love Baby Keem so much. That man.
Because you like babies. He's a cute little. He's a cute little hip hop baby.
I love like Baby Keem. I love like Jid. I love all the little kids.
I like Jid. Jid being kind of squeaky. I feel like he really owns it. And
I don't understand how you can hear like Kendrick Lamar do some of the voices he does and be like, no, Baby Keem's the problem.
Kendrick is like.
Kendrick does the exact same shit.
Kendrick does it in contrast.
They're cousins for a reason. You can tell that they are cousins, but
I'm very excited for the new Kendrick album at the
Yeah.
end of this year.
Yeah.
Look good.
When is that?
by the end of the year,
okay.
sometime late, just
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oklahoma.
Bottom line from all this discussion, hopefully just when it's ready.
this
If
year
it needs to
in
take
music-
longer,
I
it should
don't-
just
I don't-
take longer.
This year in music is so fucking
Dude,
crazy.
There's a lot.
2
yeah.
weeks Montero drops. I'm very excited.
Oh God, yes. Sorry. The one thing before we move on to like.
He's
other
an actual certified boy lover.
These guys.
But
like,
not
that.
like boys, like kids, like just like
Yeah, yeah.
boys.
No.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say with the idea of this being Kanye's last album is, you know, if it's his last album, maybe him and Cudi can just work together again as Kids See Ghosts and just make another one of those, and then that won't count as a Kanye album. It'll
Is
be
this the
fantastic.
return to Watch the Throne? I hope not. I
Oh,
fucking
God, no.
hate almost every verse that Jay-Z has put out recently.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
no, Jay-Z has not hit in a while.
Jay-Z, I don't.
Jay-Z
I'm not
had-
gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
What are you not gonna say?
Sir, are you gonna get me TOS?
Is it about
or-
444 and something about Brooklyn?
I don't
Something
know
about
if
Williamsburg?
Jay-Z has ever really hit.
Oh, okay.
I don't like Jay-Z as a rapper.
Mm.
I don't like how he acts as a rapper. I don't like.
What do you like him for? I don't think he's that great of a producer. It's not just like a business person.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
A
like,
business person with questionable views on on certain people.
I don't know. I guess you're supposed to like Jay-Z. You're supposed to like respect
So-
Jay-Z. I don't know what for.
Kind of transit. Does anyone have any final
What is
thoughts
the?
about Donda?
What is that saying right there?
Somebody's been talking about how fucking beefy Kobe is in chat. I don't know if it's Angela or if it's somebody else. Yeah. Lil Nas album thoughts. So yeah, we were about to, I guess,
Okay.
transition to that. But yeah, I don't have any more thoughts on Donda. It was good. I enjoyed it. Not the greatest, not the worst.
I've never listened to a 6 album and been like, this is good. What is your 6, man? I don't understand.
I mean, fucking Fantano gave
Wait, what
beautiful.
did you-
I gave it a 6, like a 6.
Donda 6?
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Like I get like.
That's because Fantano has something mentally wrong with him. That's
No.
why he gave
You
My
gotta
Beautiful Dark Twisted
like you
Fantasy
gotta
6.
redefine what the 0 to 10 scale is if you're just thinking in terms of like grades in like a school project.
No.
Right?
Okay, well then you have to like say beforehand.
Okay.
Alright, my 0 to 10 is like a 10 is a perfect
The
album.
premier rating system, Donkey is right about this, it's the 5-star rating system. It makes way more sense.
Alright,
it
give
feels
five-
like,
give out of
it's,
stars.
like when you give something 3 out of 5 stars, it feels way worse than saying you got a 6 out of 10.
No,
I-
3
well,
out
I
of
would-
5 stars is better than 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would.
No,
Like-
that's what I'm saying. 3 out
Yeah.
of 5 stars sound like 3. You can reasonably use the middle of the scale without sounding like you're failing.
Okay,
what's
what's
Okay.
three,
That's why I like
what's
that.
what out of 5 stars then?
Then it'd be 3. 3 out of 5.
5-star, 2.5 to 3.
Alright,
3
4.
and a half.
Okay, because I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 10. That sounds wrong.
I have 4. I
Yeah, 3.5
really enjoy
stars,
the album.
Where are you gonna give it?
I was at 3.5 stars.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh, okay.
We got live audience members.
Oh yeah, we can transition to something you can talk about.
Cer-
Fucking.
Certified Lover Boy is one of the most trash albums I've heard in a long time.
Oh, the Drake album.
should
I thought we were gonna talk about Nas.
How bad is it?
I
Is it
can't
at least
talk.
so bad it's good? Can I like go?
No,
should I go out and
no.
listen to it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here's if you.
21 Savage's verse though?
I like
That
Drake.
man.
I
that
know
man-
you love 21 Savage.
I love 21
I know you love
Savage.
21 Savage. I'm ready to.
No,
I'm
but
ready
like
to believe you.
actually,
I'm ready to
but like
believe you.
objectively, people really like that verse.
I'm
like,
ready to believe it.
objectively,
I'm ready to
people
believe it.
listen
So
It's like-
the thing with Certified Lover Boy is if you have not been liking Drake for his past 3 albums, you are going to hate this one.
I'm still like I don't know. I'm just like
Drake fans
nothing
are
draws
pushing
me.
hair.
Nothing really draws me about Drake. Drake is just like he's just like
Well,
He
he's
just
not trying to
exists.
attract you. He's trying to attract
no
13
exactly.
year-old
I'm
girls.
I'm not the Drake audience. You know, I'm not an underage girl.
Things.
Yeah.
I got through a
Billy
quarter
Bobby
of the
Brown,
album
yeah.
and I put it down. Like I'm like, this is just.
Does it
Yeah.
sound like underage girl bait?
I heard it at 1 a.m.
Or like who is it for? Like,
I heard it at 1 a.m. It's for.
How do you know what middle?
what? Millie Bobby Brown?
No, he said, what is
little girl
make
make
sound like?
It's like it's like Chris Brown's song.
Oh no! Oh no!
Kind of.
Or like R. Kelly.
I understand what you're talking about. I understand what you're talking about, but I'm gonna pretend like.
What
I
do
don't.
you think I mean? Like, oh, does he play the ice
Mark,
cream truck music?
right,
Like,
yeah.
do-do-do-do-do.
Didn't you say R. Kelly produced some of Certified Lover Boy?
He has a feature credit.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! There's
That's-
just bad features going all around, huh? Like.
Yeah, Marilyn
Good
Manson.
lord.
I mean, it's not really unique. Like in the scheme of things, it's not really unique to like Kanye when you talk about being like
Yeah.
doing sexual things. Like I don't know. I'm still like
People care the most when it is Kanye, though. For
people
some
care the
reason.
most because it's Kanye because
Well, he's the
Carries
fucking
everything.
biggest in
But,
the
like,
scene
I'm
right
still
now.
back here.
Drake comes out with a song with Chris Brown every like summer, dude, like, and it just gets played on radio, and then people somehow like find hate in their hearts for Chris Brown again whenever Kanye puts out a song with him. I don't understand
know about
Twitter.
that.
I don't get it. I don't.
It is an enigma, truly.
You're reading comments about yourself.
No, someone said the album cover for Drake's new album's trash. I
It is.
agree.
Yeah.
It is very
I
trash.
was like, I thought it was a shitpost. I kept thinking it was a shitpost for like 3 days straight.
Didn't Corey say that it looked like the TF2 color picker or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
It really does.
For different
Exactly.
skins. Yeah. It's
Exactly.
just literally it's just the
Yeah,
emoji. He
man,
just
take
reskin.
It's bad. The album's bad. I've listened to that album. I think. Oh, I've listened to Donda about like 17 times. By the way,
Oh,
straight.
yes.
front to
Have you
back.
listened through all of Certified Lover Boy?
I listened to all of Certified Lover Boy about 4 times front to back, just to make sure,
Just to make extra sure.
just to make extra sure that album was.
As bad as you thought it was.
So I can't say shit, right? Because I'm a Kanye fan, so I can't say I'm a Kanye
Well,
and the
okay.
Weeknd fan, so I can't really say shit about Drake without people being like, "Oh, you just don't like Drake." Nah, that nigga just puts out like the most like 2 out of 10 music I've ever heard, and it's unfair because he has so much resources to make anything he wants. This man could go fucking like to Zimbabwe, just make a whole Zimbabwe album or some
Drake
shit.
joins the Nation of Islam. Imagine that.
Yo, J-Elec and Drake?
Oh my god.
Is
no.
that the
that will literally never fucking happen. I'll put fucking $20 on it. Never ever is there gonna be Drake and Jay Electronica on like a
Want to
Drake
see
album.
Drake in a hotel?
No. Oh my god, I'm not.
Out of all
Yeah,
the
I'm
songs
not.
I've listened to so far, the only one I kind of cared for was Fair Trade because I like Travis.
Nah,
Scott.
he liked girls like girls.
Why? Because
Look,
fucking Drake.
we got some big news from that
Listen,
track.
everybody-
Fucking Drake is trans.
Everybody's just
Drake's
hating.
a lesbian. but
Everybody's
Drake
just
is
hating on
trans.
the new Drake track because they don't
Drake
support
said
lesbians.
in the song. Drake said, "If she's a lesbian, then I'm a lesbian."
It's literally. Oh my god, dude! Drake has Chris Chan logic. Drake has fucking Chris Chan
Fucking
logic.
Drake's
I don't want to talk
gender
about Chris
identity.
You want to talk about Chris Tran?
I don't want
I
to.
don't want to talk.
I don't want to
we
talk
don't
about
talk
Chris
about
Chan.
Chris
We're
Chan.
not.
Never bring
We're
up-
not talking
Yeah,
about
never
Chris
again.
Chan.
New picture.
Never.
We could just let that die.
Literally
Okay?
don't. Literally don't.
New picture.
What was I
So
gonna
anyway,
say?
Drake's
That picture-
gender-
They literally made the fucking shitty joke. Every like 15-year-old boy in high school made was like,
I
was
swear.
like, oh, you're a lesbian. I love girls too.
I
I'm a
swear I
lesbian
made
too.
that
Like
joke.
literally did that.
I
Oh,
promise
for
I made
sure.
that joke. I probably made that joke like 7 times.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's corny, is because I looked back on that and said, that's horrible.
That's
And then I
cringe.
heard Drake say it.
I
and
at least had
also-
the I courtesy to never say it out loud.
Yeah. Yo.
I was
All
like,
right,
I thought
nigga.
it. I thought it.
Okay, you're better than me, nigga. It's
I'm not
fine.
talking about. Listen, I'm not trying to be better than you. I just know I'm better than Drake. I was just like, I know.
Certifiably.
Certified.
Better than him.
Nigga, I didn't even like 13-year-olds when I was 13. How the fuck?
Now, so I have a question. Like,
I didn't. They were annoying.
Once a MILF man, always a MILF man.
Milk from
Mike's been looking at the tree of the mommy titties for like years and years. He'd be opening fucking like Greek history books and jacking into the statues and be like, this is where we peaked.
Mark immediately went.
Is that a Starbucks? But Mark was still down. Mark was down for the marble statues until he remembered the Mediterranean people were brown. And he's like,
Wait, they tricked me! They made that marble! What the fuck?
fucking Roseanne, like, I thought the bitch was wide! You remember that shit? Oh my god, do you remember
Who invited this nigga?
Welcome to the
Who invited this nigga here?
You remember this
Welcome
shit?
to the mark
In my other house. No, fuck you. They can't touch me for this shit. You can somehow, and I don't like that.
It's true. I can't. You can't. Do you remember that shit? Okay. You remember the shit with Roseanne?
Yo,
And
that
I thought
Roseanne
bitch
shit was
right?
funny as shit.
Do you remember? Do you hear about this?
What are you on about?
So like, okay.
What is
this
the
complete-
lore?
We're off music for a second. We're off music for a
We're
second.
off music.
Basically, just like for reference, fucking. Do you ever hear the show Roseanne?
No.
Like Roseanne, but it's like a show. There's a point on Twitter where I forget what she was arguing about. Some like I don't know, some
Dumb shit.
easily like conservative bad image, like talking shit.
Oh, I think I
it
know
was
what
something.
you're
I think it was something about like refugees or terrorists or something like that. And she was talking. She was like criticizing. We'll call it. This woman who was like on a commission, I think, that was dealing with the situation.
Uh-huh.
And the words she used, she called her a monkey.
Oh,
And this
now
woman
it's all coming back to me.
was a person of color.
Uh-huh.
And then later, Roseanne, causes a lot of stir. Roseanne's like on an interview, and she's being interviewed about this moment on Twitter, and she's like, "I didn't mean it like that. I was trying to talk about like Libya or Benghazi or something, whatever the issue was, the foreign policy issue was." And then she snaps. She
just
snaps
breaks
on the
it.
interview,
Yeah.
and she's like, "I thought the bitch was white." She can't. And she's like,
I'll drop the video in the Discord for reference.
White.
But I,
God damn it! I thought the
bitch
bitch was
was
white.
Like that's literally so.
I don't even think she was trying to be racist. I don't think she was.
I don't necessarily think so either. She's
I just
dumb.
think it was funny.
It was just that whole situation.
Oh my God.
Listen, the way I couldn't have asked for a better way for that to end the way it did.
Oh
Like,
God.
I think it's funny when some things happen to people that are like bad people that like maybe they didn't deserve it
Yeah.
for that, but they deserved it for something
Yeah.
else.
Like
But it's
karma
like-
wise, they deserved it.
Yeah.
They
I'm gonna
needed it.
hop out.
Yeah, no worries, man. We're already blew over an hour, so
Alright.
I think we covered everything we wanted to
Yeah, I'm all
really
good.
hit. So
Yeah, I mean,
this is a
there's
good
plenty
coverage.
Plenty of Kanye talk.
Yeah, give it a listen if you haven't already. Figure out what you thought of it yourself, and until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there,
Can you do the
All right.
and peace out.
Can you do the thing where you put your hand in?
No, I'm not putting my hand in front of the camera.